Hey folks, welcome back to my time at Sandrock. So a lot of stuff happened last episode. We learned about the Widow of the Mountain, and we also devised a plan to search through the ruins for more and better algae samples, hopefully to improve our ability to grow trees in the desert and green everything up. We also got this new drill, which we haven't really had a chance to use yet. I'm very excited to see how it performs. And this quest for Panacea thing, we're ready to go to the meeting point at the large boulder. We also are waiting for a letter for aid to Portia, as this was the other thing we found out about. Somebody named the Rogue Knight stirred up a bunch of trouble trying to get the All Source, the master AI, from some ruin near Portia. And that was presumably events from the first game making their way into this game, giving us at least some kind of a hint about how the time frames align. Anyway, before we go ahead and meet at the boulder, Jane here has a quest for us. Let's see what that's about.
Oh, the builder. Just the person I was looking for. I've been experimenting with different ways of bringing theater to the classroom, and the students have been surprisingly receptive to it. It's really helped them dive into the topic and really look for meaning.
Well, the only other entertainment out here is Owen's storytelling and Kugo, which is like once a week, or sermons at the temple. So any kind of theatricality that you brought to edutainment probably was a big hit.
So I thought I'd organize a sort of model-free cities activity. It's kind of a way to get them to understand how politics works, as well as a way to get them to understand and empathize with local issues. I mean, these little guys are the future, right?
Right. Model UN, aka Model Free City, sounds like a great idea.
So, my idea is that everyone will play the role as mayor and have a little election, giving their opinions on Sandrock's future. What do you think?
Sounds like a great idea.
Oh, stop it. You're making me embarrassed. I'd like to thank my ma and my pa and all the people who helped me along the way. But really, thank you.
What is that, your Oscars acceptance speech? Do they have Oscars in the Free Cities? I guess no, for theater it would be a Tony, right?
Right. For now, I need to do a few home visits to the parents, see if they want to take part and see quite how amazing their children are. Oh, I also want to see if the children have their own ideas too. I'm trying to make sure they're all involved. Hey, here's an idea. How about you join me? You're like the most popular person in town. With your help, I think people would welcome the idea with open arms.
All right, well, I think it's a great idea, so count me in.
Let's head to Logan and Andy's first. I already asked Trudy and Jasmine on the way here, and I'm thrilled to say they're on board.
Okay.
Andy, I gotta run. Bounty to take care of. Stay home and do your homework, all right?
You got it. Ain't no problem. My homework is history. Well, it's math, but...
Oh, sorry. Is this a bad time? We can come back.
Jane, nah, ain't a problem. I can make some time for Andy's future. Come on in.
Well, thank you. Actually, we're here to talk about, model-free cities.
And she
Well,
explains
that
everything.
Sounds like a heck of an idea. If it helps Andy learn, I'm all for it.
Thank you so much. Andy, do you have any ideas you want to add?
That's crazy. I was just thinking the other day, dang, if I were mayor, I'd turn this whole town into a theme park. Why ain't there a big slide going from my house to the Blue Moon?
Sounds like you better write it down and tell everyone all about it, Andy. Oh, I've been meaning to ask you. We owe any fees lately? Andy said he needed 100 goals for textbooks and the like. I wanted to know when we gotta pay again.
Uh-oh, I don't think there was any 100 goals.
Would you look at the time? I ain't done the dishes yet, and there's all that homework.
Hold on. You ain't going nowhere.
We, never asked for any fees. The school is free for every student.
I can explain.
You little... Jane, I reckon it's best you two head off now. Andy's, got about 1,000,000 years of chores to get through now.
Oh, would you look at the time? I think it'd be best if we go then.
You little scammer.
I've always found Logan a tad intimidating, but I didn't expect him to be so caring.
Oh, he's a sweetheart, really. He just doesn't wear funky clothes like me.
Yeah, you can tell he really cares about Andy's future. It's touching, really. All right, let's head to Pebbles' house next.
All right, well, Pebbles is pretty young. I don't know how this is going to go over.
Imported is so much better. Altara makes the healthiest formula. I can't recommend it enough.
I can't tell the difference.
Come on, you have to pay attention to these things. First, you're buying local formula, then you're feeding them food from the blue moon? Oh, what's next? Cactus pacifiers?
It worked for me and Rocky, didn't it?
Oh, Danby! You're here too. I wanted to talk to you about a model-free cities.
Can our Pebbles join in? I know he's small and all, but he's a real thinker, that one. I saw him looking at a book the other day. It was upside down, but he was looking real hard at the words. Good hustle, you know?
I wanna be married too.
Of course, when we were doing the story of Peach, Pebbles was the star of the show.
Peach.
That's great, Teach. That case, I'm definitely on board.
I love your whole singing and dancing thing, don't get me wrong. Heck, I've been in the church choir since I could talk. But, in my day, we had, you know, books and stuff. I'm just a bit worried it's not academic enough.
So we could try to help out here, or we could let Jane defend herself. I mean, Donby's gonna make herself head of the PTA anyway, so I feel like Jane needs to get used to answering these kinds of questions. I think we'll stay silent here and let Jane answer.
My intention is to provide the same content in my lessons that you'd find in textbooks, but try and put it in a form that the children can properly engage with.
I think I understand. Well, I want to see it in practice. I'm sure it'll click. Then maybe my daughter can join in the future.
Linlin's still a literal baby. It's a couple years before she's going to school, although in this game world, maybe it's a couple of weeks.
Of course, I wouldn't have it any other way. I can't wait to see how your little one performs. I'm sure they'll steal the spotlight. Whew. Thanks for coming with me. It got a little awkward back there, but I'm glad you were by my side. I feel way more at ease.
Your lips aren't moving. That's amazing.
Seems like everything went well, though. So I'd better get back and start preparing. It's going to be quite a job. But if there's anything I need help with, I know the Free City Superstar Builder just lives down the road.
All right, glad to help. Jane became my buddy. We got plus 50 relationship there. Let's see, what else is going on? It looks like there's something inside this building. Where are we right now? Oh, this is Mion's home? Is she here? No, there's something. Oh, that's right. She wants to, wait, was she inside? Hold up. I think she wants to, like, go for a cookout, right? Oh, she just stepped outside. I think she wants to go for a cookout, but, I don't know that we have time for that. Where is she? She's right here. Let me just make sure.
Hello.
Yeah, she wants to go for a cookout. Okay. So, well, okay, first of all, there's a couple of, if you look at the mini-map, there's like there's a chest right here. I guess it's got to be up there, which means to get onto it, we're going to need to climb up on top of this building somehow. Looks like, I might have to jump from a little bit higher up, like across a gap in the roof. I wonder if... Oh, look at that. There's a rainbow out there. That's unusual. I haven't seen that in game before. Okay, so what are we trying to do? Yeah, we're trying to get on top of the stone thing, so... Nice. Okay. I think there's a treasure chest over here somewhere. Or maybe not. I mean, it shows on the mini-map as being, like, right here. Is there something in the sky? No. It's not in these bushes. Is it inside? Ah, look at that. Amazing. Okay, cool, cool, cool. What was in here? A diamond. Okay. Neat. That's a cool find. And then there's another one over here somewhere, and I'm not sure where. But I made that. Okay. It's like right here. We're right on top of it, so it's in whatever this building is, or... What, isn't this the Blue Moon? Oh, I see it. It's right there. Okay, I've missed it, but now I know where it is. We can go pick that up as well. Exciting. Let's see. How would I get to that? I don't see a way to do it, really. Oh, there's like a rope holding it up. I might be able to... Yeah, I'm gonna have to shoot the rope. Okay, hold on. Let me go back up top where I have a cleaner shot. Alright, let's see. There we go, got it. Nice. And what were you? A blessing pendant. What does that do? Defense points +3. That's also known as trash. But whatever. It could have been something good. Alright, so with the treasure chest taken care of, the only thing left to do today is to head to the meeting point and check out the new drill. Now, I do want to head up to the ruins and try the drill mining the massive amounts of ore. And I will show that because it's something new. Look at that rainbow. I've never seen that in game before. Oh, you know what? You know why it is? It's because there's starting to be water in the air. There's moisture in the air. Flowing out from the oasis. Right. Flowing out from the oasis, we've now got a river. And at the base, down below of the waterfall, oh man, that's so cool. It's spewing like water droplets into the air. So that's gonna be like a permanent rainbow? That's awesome. That's really cool. All right, well, let's get across the bridge. Over the rainbow or under the rainbow. Yeah, really cool. And let's make our way to this meeting point. I probably could have taken a yak mill ride, but our boy's so fast. Well, it's 500 feet. Well, yeah, it's not that far. It's over by the tunnel, right? Okay. Let's get over there and see what we're doing with the quest for Panacea. Or Panacea. There's all that limestone. I kind of need more, but we'll hold off on that for the time being. Alright, you can go home. I'll kill these vipers. Alright.
Howdy. You done with the drill? Nice. Larry's already gone ahead to turn off the machine. Can you clear the path with the drill? I'll go fetch the assistant.
Okay. So we could have attacked this with a pick hammer, but instead, we're gonna drill. Alright. I mean, it's certainly taking its time, but it is a huge boulder. Nice.
Wow, did you break all the boulders here? I'm way impressed. You're so cool.
You know it.
Oh, nice. The ruin is just a little up ahead. You ready to roll out?
Mia, are you gonna be alright?
Hey, I'm not some weakling, you know. I can handle myself.
I don't doubt that.
See?
Oh, nice. The ruin is just a little up ahead. You ready to roll out?
You just said that. I'm kidding. I'm ready.
The headaches started a little beyond this point. But if Larry's done his job, it should be smooth sailing. Here goes nothing.
All right, let's check it out.
Looks like Larry pulled it off. Come on.
All right, incredible. We got a whole new area to explore. New resources, new ruins.
Larry was supposed to have met us here.
You don't suppose something happened to him, do you?
I have a bad feeling about this. See if there's a way in. Look, there's a bunch of pipes over there. I reckon that's our ticket inside.
Okay. I guess we'll get to explore it later. We're making our way into Lab 7.
Everyone, careful now. Nice and slow.
Larry? Larry!
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna work.
We've got to try something.
Well, we're gonna have to go inside, obviously. You said you could handle yourself. Time to find out if you were telling the truth or bluffing. We do have some nanomaterial here. Oh, that's a collectible? All right, cool. Shotgun shells and strong medicine and some gold. Okay. I see. We needed to come this way, so this is actually progression. And this blocked pathway with nothing here is a dead end. Okay. So once again, time is paused and stamina is no longer being used, which is fantastic. We got a level 49 Giggler Associate. Okay, not that tough. I have to assume Larry's been taken captive by the other Gigglers. We were worried that would happen, but he assured us it would not. All right, in the chest, we've got water and throwing bombs. And some more sand coral, or some sand coral, rather. Did we get an entry for the nanomaterial? No, we got a boss monster here for the mega tunnel worm. What about items, resources, raw materials? I mean, we've seen all of this before. I just never clicked on any of it. Can I? No, I have to use the mouse for some reason. I'm not sure how you would do it without the mouse. Do we have nanomaterial here? Power stones, broken power stones. I didn't see nanomaterial. Crop husbandry, water products, recycle, other. That's plastic, medicine, pigment, rubber. Yeah, I'm not seeing nanomaterial. Would it be a relic? Old world parts, relic pieces. There's like a bajillion of those. Machines. I don't know where. There's too many items. I can't see if we can get any information about nanomaterial. Although I suppose if I go in here, it should be down here somewhere. Sand coral. Native to the Dead Sea, its long tendrils resemble the branches of a tree. Okay, this is what we were looking for. So the area we're in must be the Dead Sea, and Lab 7 is the ruin there. We were looking for this to make our next daggers, so that's exciting. And then we definitely harvested some nanomaterial. I guess that was before some of this other stuff. There we go. Recovered from nano waste, it's material that cannot be directly obtained in nature. Well, that's not super helpful. All right, well, regardless. Let's push forward. Oh, what is this? Logan has a wish? What do you want, buddy? Oh, I can't talk to you right now. So he's represented by a little heart on the mini-map because he's got a desire. Oh, that's a female voice.
Wasn't that last voice Larry?
Yeah, and he said Xena. That was his wife's name, wasn't it?
Sounds like they're in trouble.
Well, at least we know why Larry didn't show up. Anyhow, we gotta go save Larry's hide. Let's see where this road leads us.
Okay. Giggler PR officer, hilarious. That's a new enemy. He's an elite. Tasked with keeping the Geagle brand fresh, the public relations officer fires arrows at anything or anyone that might spread fear, uncertainty, or doubt about the future of Geagle Inc. FUD, an investing term for the same words. Nice little Easter egg or reference, pop culture reference there. I don't know if it's pop culture, but it's an investing reference. Okay, what else we got in here? What are those things? Super Starby. Okay, well...
Huh?
Odd weather, all things considered.
Well, it's fake. Clouds like that wouldn't just appear out of nowhere in Sandrock. It's gotta be simulated weather. Perhaps needed for some of the experiments they were doing?
Wouldn't rule that out. Oh, wasn't this place meant to be deep in the ocean? Maybe it was for folks living here, in case they missed being up on the surface.
Sometimes these things remain a mystery. Let's press on. The whole fake sky dark room thing is giving me the creeps.
Up yonder. That door looks as promising as any. Let's check it out.
Okay, sounds like a plan. Let's take out the Super Starbies first. Okay, and then there's a Starby on a horse. All right, 2 more enemies to consider. The room's cleared, so we'll take a moment to check them out. All right, normal monster would be the Super Starby, right? And that's the last new monster in the game, so this is definitely the last ruin, I think. A Starby with a pink body, it has soft spot for old world parts. Drop sand coral, dew, and hard animal skin. And then we got a new elite as well, the Super Starby on a horse. A chimera of the Starby and Sand Pony. It has the mind of a Starby and the agility of a Sand Pony. Drops the same things. Okay. Ooh, it's a chimera, so a genetically engineered monstrosity. That's upsetting. Oh, they've got ancient arcade games here. Obviously, they no longer work, but this was maybe some sort of break room? Yeah, I think this was a break room. All right, I think that's the door we want to go through. And over here... we're gonna use our feather duster to expose this treasure chest, because why not? Masterpiece, us. Alright. Zinc titanium alloy. We can already make that, so it's not like we really needed that, but okay. That's where we came from. Okay, there's a little glimmer over here. Simple wire. Alright. I think that's a quest item. We need that to restore the power. What do we have here? Geagle Co. visitor registration form. Well, let's fill in the form. Please input visitor name. Administrator. Please input your profession. Systems analyst. Please input your reason for visiting today. To see a family member. Thank you for completing our visitor registration form. Please take this complimentary Geagle leaflet and enjoy your stay.
What did you do? What is that? Geagle Co. official leaflet? Nice! This counts as rare literature. All you did was fill in the form on the console? Cool! Let me get one too! And... what? It says there are none left. Huh. What are the odds?
Well, you can have mine.
Really? I can just have it? Well, you can have it back whenever you need. I'll just keep it safe for now. Thanks. What a lovely souvenir to remember my first Sandrock adventure by.
Okay, glad you enjoyed it. I could have read it, but it's probably not. It's probably just PR speak. Like a whole bunch of nothing, right? Dressed up in words like synergy and productivity and other nonsense. I mean, it's a leaflet.
Whoa, this thing's huge.
It's got a switch on it. My experience diving has taught me just to flip any switches I see and hope for the best. What's your take?
Well, it looks like it turns the power on somewhere.
You don't suppose it could also have something to do with that weather simulation thing, do you? Well, only one way to find out.
Sure. I mean, I'm the builder. I'm probably the most qualified, but... I mean, there's no reason you couldn't flip the switch, Nia. And some nanomaterial here. We'll take that. What else? That's where we came in. Okay, I don't see anything else in this room, so let's interact with the power switch. Okay, lights came on.
Power restoration sequence activated. Power restoration
That did the trick.
status,
Some of the lights just went on.
25%.
Another door lit up, too. I reckon that's our cue.
I think you guys are right. Okay, so we came from the hallway. The doors with the red lights are the ones we want to go into and check out. All right.
A dormitory? So these scientists live like students?
Seems that way.
Cables on the ground. It could lead to something.
A childlike drawing that appears to depict some kind of lizard creature standing upright. Even from the simplistic image, you notice this figure isn't exactly like one of the modern Geeglers. There's a signature at the bottom, just one letter. K. So that may have been... I mean, when they were doing their genetic engineering to make the Geeglers, for whatever reason, assuming that that's what happened and that it wasn't some mutation as a result of the Day of Calamity, they may have gone through different versions, right? They may have had initial successes. That child may have been a test subject, which in itself is kind of horrifying. The lizard spawn from batch 4-415 have hatched successfully. Our latest batch of junior scientists, however, I have assigned some of them to conduct basic inspections from here on out. Already they've begun displaying incompetence. They defy protocols and have given these lizards names. Kiki, Coco, Bob, Asinine. And furthermore, dangerous. Establishing personal connections to our experiments is a disaster waiting to happen. Jimmy. Alright, well, Jimmy, you are a psychotic monster, clearly. And Kiki, Coco, and Bob, that may have been a drawing of Bob by Kiki or Coco, I suppose. These other scientists, the junior scientists, appear to have some humanity left. Jimmy definitely did not. And, although they're not being explicit about what must have happened to a lot of these experiments that didn't work right, it's a pretty horrifying thing to think about. Anyway, 50%.
Power restoration sequence activated. Power restoration
halfway
status,
there.
50%.
Okay. Thanks for the commentary, Nia. We're gonna head into the next door. Find out more about what was going on in Lab 7 here. Let's break you so you can't do your special. Alright, let's go after the shooter. Alright, that takes them out. Masterpiece Dragon Knight. What else we got in here? An infrasound silencer, a device that can resist interference from infrasound waves and is worn on the ear, has been inoperable for a long time. That must be the ping that that was giving the headaches to Logan and his dad and that Larry supposedly turned off. It must have been a security system to keep outsiders out of the Giggle lab. Given that they were doing what amounts to hideously unethical experiments on human subjects, crossbreeding them with lizards, like, I'm not surprised they had a security system to keep people away.
Power restoration sequence activated. Power restoration
my math's
status,
right. Only one to go.
75%.
Well, I mean, you're not wrong, Logan, but it's not exactly something to be proud of. You're doing fractions of 4 and 3. Oh, there was a feather duster here. I don't actually want to pick that up because it's sort of useless to me. I already have mine on me, and it would just take up inventory space, so... Alright, looks like we need to fix this. So we did need a builder to be here. We did find all the wires. Looks like we have some spares. I don't think we'll need them, but we'll pick them up anyway. And there's some sort of document here. Today, Kiki drew a picture for us. Truly fascinating. I think I will remove Kiki from mutation trials and just see how her development progresses naturally. Her mental capacities are accelerating rapidly. She reminds me a little of Katya. If only she had survived. Jimmy. Jimmy, you're a monster. But I'm glad Kiki got to live a little bit longer without being experimented on. Ugh.
Power restoration sequence
A lot of plants, huh?
Power restoration status 100%.
This kind of life couldn't exist like this without something special going on.
So this has got to be the right place.
Exactly!
Okay, well now that we've restored the power, we've been through all 4 of those doors and came from there, so I think we want to go in there. Let's see if we can do something with the console, or... Here we go.
System. Welcome to Giggle.
Whoa!
Don't steal
Awesome!
anything.
Is this your first time down in one of these? Show's only just getting started.
Yeah, there's definitely a boss fight ahead of us.
Is that so? Well, I'm looking forward to the next act then.
Yeah, well, path's clear. That's what you're gonna get.
Now, I do notice that power has been restored to the arcade machines as well. Sadly, we cannot play them. All right. Well, more enemies. There's a shock, right? Okay. We're doing pretty well here. We've lost about 1,000 hit points out of 9. So we're doing fairly well here. And a little treasure chest here. Picked up 5 water. I'll take it. Any other side passages? Doesn't look like it. All right, let's see what this is.
Hey, let's stop here for a sec. Take a breather. Besides, think it might be about time to talk about the elephant in the room.
Oh, yeah. I reckon you're thinking the same thing. Larry lost all that weight, but it just doesn't look good.
I was more referring to that elephant.
Ah, I see. Well, I stand by what I said.
Tell us how you really feel. But let's keep our eyes on the prize. Looks like 2 paths are ahead. Let's check that closed door first. It says 2 separate codes combine into a passcode required to open the administrative door. Ah, so close and yet so far. The algae is right behind this door.
Well, how would you know that, Nia?
Passcode? Oh, shoot. We ain't got a clue.
Let's look around. Maybe it's written somewhere around here.
Okay. Well, that elephant is definitely the elephant from the Critters game. So I guess that's what elephants look like in this world. Let's take a look around. First of all, we've got some sand coral. I definitely want that. What else we got going on over here? More sand coral. Let's gather that up. There's a DNA model. What else do we have? Some nanomaterial. Thank you very much. Here's something. Biochip record data. 0415, which was the name of the experiment batch which produced Kiki, Coco, and the third one. Chip implantation complete. Female 01, male 02, male 03. For female 04, chip implantation is incomplete. Suddenly, a text box pops up on the screen. System, the biochip and you. The GiggleCo biochip has been implanted into all experimental bodies. What does this mean to you as a lab worker? Well, guess what? Lab work is now easier than ever, as you'll be able to monitor your specimen's vitals, location, and more, all from your computer screen. By reading this, you hereby volunteered to allow us to install chips into your brains as well. Ooh, okay, well, I don't know if that's something that could hold up in court. Not that I think Giggle Corp particularly cared. All right, so we came from there, which means the only other path for us to take is to go through there. I guess we could check the console here. The elephant, one of nature's largest and most resilient animals. Its average lifespan of 40 to 60 years makes it especially interesting, considering similarly large land mammals often reach senility before 20 years. Elephants are resistant to various genetic diseases, so understanding their genetic code was one of the first endeavors Geagle Co. sought to conquer, paving the way for numerous... let's turn off the holograms? And then maybe turn them back on? I don't know. Not sure if we want them on or off. Alright, well, we've only got one way to go, so let's go that way. Alright. Oh. We got a super hot hermit crab. Where's the other thing? Boy, Logan, you are getting your ass beat, bro. Okay. Did we know about the super hot hermit crab? I guess we must have. I don't remember when we fought it, but it's got to be in here. Huh. Is it a boss? No, it can't be a boss monster. It's not a normal monster, is it? Super hot hermit crab. Alright, for whatever reason that doesn't show up in here. Maybe we saw one before we were supposed to, or... I'm not sure. That's weird. Alright, that door is locked. I'm not sure how we open it. But we do have the administrator's note on algae cultivation, and we have this, whatever this is. Jimmy's notebook. Alright, Jimmy's the monster. Today is the day I implement KIKI with a biochip. I must admit, I felt a touch of anguish seeing the curiosity in her eyes as I turned it into just another experimentation. I see I myself have fallen victim to the mindset I've criticized. I mustn't allow myself to get attached to these creatures again. The betterment of humanity depends on my level-headedness. From now on, I will refer to her by her experimentation number, as every other sane scientist does in this lab. Experimentation number 20****48. Jimmy. Alright, that's important, I think. Alright, we've got an administrator's note on algae cultivation.
Check it out.
Whoa, that's a lot of test tube things. Are we getting closer to the algae?
Only one way to find out.
Okay, let me gather this. We'll take a look. To ensure safety, the code to enter the secured areas are split between the upper and lower halves of the administrator's notes and controlled by two different administrators. Passcode is 2048. This is a brief admin's note for Underlab 7. Here at Geagle Corp, the administrator of the laboratory is responsible for managing both the hybrid organism experimentation area and the algae cultivation room. These are the most important intellectual properties of our company. Safety and secrecy must be ensured. We at Geagle Corp are creating the most advanced algae in the world. They can be used as feed for livestock and different organisms, as well as the basis for biocrust creation during terraforming efforts. We've spared no expense in our quest to create the most durable and dependable algae known to man. Note 1. The administrator must regularly check the growth of the algae in the algae cultivation room to ensure proper operation of the atmospheric environmental simulator. Note 2. Water for the algae must be filtered every 48 hours. Well, it's been 330 years, so I don't think that has happened. Note 3. Do not feed the algae to hybrid organisms. Certain algae species have been found to enhance cellular activity in hybrid plants and animals and trigger violent outbursts. More study is needed in this area. Okay, remember last episode Larry described the algae tubes as feeding machines? I think we know why the gigglers are so violent. Note 4, it's important to maintain a contamination-free environment in the algae cultivation room. Do not allow unauthorized personnel into the premises of the experimentation area unless specifically requested by HQ. Note 5, maintain usage of the infrasound disruptor at all times. Make sure our personnel are wearing infrasound silencers. Well, we had Larry turn that off, so I think that's why we're going to have a boss fight, most likely. If I know anything about video games, there's definitely going to be a boss fight, and most likely the fact that we turned that thing off is why we're going to have it. Okay, this is going to let us get down here into the algae cultivation room, which is exciting. We're going to fight on our hands, however. Let's see. All right, this is all locked off. I don't think we can get through there. Let's fight with Giegler security. Let's try not to break the algae tubes. They seem super breakable, right? There's a bunch of, like, goo on the ground, too. All right. Oh, that broke. I didn't do it. What else have we got going on here? Okay, so I see the treasure chest, but we can't get there from here. Maybe there's a jumping puzzle, or we have to step into the center. All right, let's clear these guys out. All right, Giegler Associate, we got you. Let's get the intern, and then the PR officer. Oh, I'm currently on fire. That's not great. Okay. We'll double back for the treasure chest. Superstar B pops out of nowhere. Okay. Now we do have, I can see right there, there's a healing unit or a healing section. I guess we'll use it, might as well. And I can't save. It says this might be a good time to save, but then I can't save. Well, they didn't think about whatever that is. Administrator's note on mutant creatures. Okay. Let's read that. To ensure safety, the code to enter the secured areas are split between the upper and lower halves. Passcode is 2077, so I think it's 20207748, maybe? This is the same... This was the same thing up to here. We at Geagle Corps are creating the most wondrous of organisms for the betterment of mankind. They can be used as bioworkers or soldiers in extreme conditions, or offer health and entertainment solutions. No matter the obstacle, we will find a solution, and you must secure that. Note 1. It's important to maintain a contamination-free in the environment in the hybrid organism experimentation area. Please note that first-generation specimen can exhibit violent behavior. Do not attempt to bring them out of containment unless specifically requested by HQ. Extra caution must be applied to humanoid creatures. Note 2. Organism samples must be destroyed after each experiment unless specifically requested by HQ. Note 3. Organisms must not be used for personal gain unless specifically requested by HQ. Note 4. Do not allow unauthorized personnel into the premises of the experimentation area unless specifically requested by HQ. And Note 5. Maintain the infrasound disruptor nonsense. Okay, well...
Hybrid organisms? That basically covers everything. I've never really put much thought into all that Church of Light doctrine about how the people of the old world tried to play God. But seeing is believing. Jeez, I'm getting goosebumps.
I've heard people talking about it before. But you're saying the Geeglers, the rat folks, the mole people, they're all made here?
Maybe not here, but yeah, definitely from some old world lab out there.
Well, some of the hybrids are our friends.
Yeah, I guess it's not all bad.
I always thought the mutant animals were due to the pollution and whatnot from the old world. I guess I knew nothing. Well, anyhow, we got the codes. Let's go.
I hope Larry is okay.
Yeah, me too. All right. I can't save right now, so we're at 44 minutes, which is normally around the time I'd start trying to wrap things up. Oh, you guys are inside those. Got it. That's why they're breakable. Super hot Hermie crab. This episode might run a little long just because I don't have a way to save right now. Okay, that takes care of you. Nothing else back here. Oh, I got slowed. Interesting. Okay, I see another super hot Hermie crab over there. Let's head back into the middle and chase that guy down. Not gonna let you get the drop on me, super hot. Eat my daggers. All right, from that one somehow we learned about it. I don't know what that's about. Maybe the other ones didn't live long enough? Okay, let's open the chest. Masterpiece, follow your heart. What else are we doing here? I mean, we've got the two passwords. And there's the final treasure chest. Unlocked a new furniture style, royal armchair. Okay. All right, since we got the entry on it, let's look at the super hot Hermie crab. It's an elite. So we've now seen everything except the last boss in the game. A Hermie crab holding volcanic stones. His treasure is a sight to behold. Drop sand coral, zinc ore, and dew. Okay, so there's the big tank in the middle, but I think that holds the algae that we're after, maybe? So now we need to get out. Which is this way? There's some more enemies inside some of these, I think, but that's fine. What was this? Oh, some sand coral. All right. Let's head back up and use our new passwords. Okay, can I quick save? I can. All right. So since I can save again, I will end the episode here. When we come back next time, we'll finish exploring Lab 7. The horrifying notes we found depicting human experimentation, genetic mutation of humans into, like, animal hybrids, all for profit. Very disturbing. But we at least found the algae, and like we said to Nia, at least some good came of it, right? Some of them have become our friends. We need to rescue Larry and Xena. We need to get access to the algae we're after. All that will happen next time. Until then, as always, guys, thank you so much for watching. Do appreciate you. Thank you so much for being part of my community. We'll see you next time. Take care.